Yes, so last session we picked up for the third session in a row with you still in combat in and around the grain store on the outskirts of Pear Trees. And this ongoing battle with initially the sort of drow workers who were in the field around the grain store, and then these drow guards that you found below ground as well, kind of carried on building and without offending you as a group, overwhelming you as a party, getting to the point where whereas I think going into at least going into this battle a few sessions back, only one member of the party had ever been downed, whereas now everybody's been downed and unconscious at some point. So it's evens. Yes, multiple members of you sort of falling unconscious during the battle, and also it becoming quite unpredictable as you were kind of split across different levels, and certain people were getting knocked unconscious, and up when others went to where they thought those people were, they no longer were there, as these drow seemed to be sort of kidnapping or repositioning at least the sort of unconscious and dying members of the party. You were able to through some good work from the members of the crew that were still conscious, and from a large bear-shaped cacher, able to eventually kind of get the upper hand and gain back control in this ongoing combat, and get everybody back conscious and on that basement level of the grain store which you had found. And then, as a group, you decided to go deeper down to the lower level, which Halloran had briefly looked into in a previous session. Down there, you found this chamber which Halloran had encountered previously, with these sort of like crystalline structures all around, sort of jutting out of the ground. There was one more of those drow guards, as well as two sort of robed drow in some kind of like sort of, maybe not necessarily ceremonial robes, but sort of some matching robes, quickly turned into combat again, until eventually only one of those robed drow was left, angrily, viciously screaming with what seemed to be sort of pure hatred at Kasha, in a language that none of you recognised until, as a group, you dealt the final blow. At which point you were kind of left in this chamber to sort of have a look around, get a feel for the place. And Darius had already, during the combat, he spent some time sort of pulling away and sort of trying to identify. Cynthia was able to identify these humanoids that you had seen inside of some of those structures. Whilst doing so, and whilst going through the sort of pockets and bodies of these robed drow, other members of the party had found various piles and pages of different sort of notes that were there, were able to decipher them and understand them, at which point some panic, confusion and horror kind of broke out as members of the party started sort of somewhat desperately looking around at some of these various structures and trying to identify these humanoids inside of which Darius had been trying to do that, but unsure maybe of why Halloran, Kasha or Adslaw were sort of interrupting so sort of fervently. At which point we became aware that 3 of these humanoid bodies inside of the crystal structures appeared to be members of the party. Halloran, Adslaw and Kasha each coming face to face with bodies which, if the other rest of the party may not have recognised them immediately, each of you knowing your own structures, your own bodies well enough to kind of realise that the humanoids inside of them were you, or copies of you, or something else to be determined. Much confusion, silence from Cormac, which is how you know something's really struck a chord. And then as we finished last session, Kasha initially striking angrily at the crystal structure which had the body she recognised inside of it, before turning and moving at speed and with anger towards the glowing stone pedestal with some runes sort of glowing on it in the centre of the room, which was where we left things. So, we'll pick up from there. I don't think we want to go straight into initiative because we've done a lot of initiative of late. So, we'll pick up at that same moment. So, Adsalor, you were, I think, just kind of taking in your own sort of visage in front of yourself. Halloran was alongside of Darius. I believe Halloran was kind of retching and quite uncertain of what was going on at this moment. Phelan had just stood in the centre of the room, sort of taking things in, and Phelan, you look up and you see Cassius smash at that first crystal, and then turn and just headed in your direction towards the stone pedestal with very clear anger and intent. We'll pick up directly with you, Phil, as you make your way over.
Yeah, so Kasha, looking very angry and quite distressed, just marches over to this pedestal, looks at the crystal on top, sets her feet.
As you approach, just to give you a bit of a sort of feel for it, so this crystal this pedestal sort of stands about maybe 4 feet, 3.5, 4 feet up from the ground. There's kind of 3 levels to it. There was a base in the ground in which you can see there are like runes carved into the stone that have a sort of subtle glow to them. Then there's a raised platform of about 1 foot which has some purple sort of crystals in it. And then the pedestal itself, the main pedestal, stands, like I say, about 4 feet up, and in the centre of which there is one sort of large purple glowing, sort of slowly pulsing crystal.
Kasha stands in front of it, sets her feet, and sort of grasps the staff of earth that she's got in and then looks back to where the crystal that had the copy of her in, and looks over that, and then looks at the purple stones around the side of this. Is there a stone per pod, or is it not that obvious?
Doesn't seem to be, no. Although there's a load of sort of stones on that sort of first level. There's quite a few of them. Potentially could be 1 per pod. Hard to see in the meter without stopping to count. But yes, there's quite a few number of crystals on that first sort of stage of the pedestal.
Okay, so she swings the staff of earth back, and then shouts very loudly, I am me, and swings the staff at the crystal on top.
Just roll a strike with that weapon for me.
I will. Yeah, I can do that. Oh, I have to select a target.
I forgot that. In that case, don't worry about that. Just make a damage roll for me. I mean, it's a big stone pedestal. I think you'll be okay. I would see if you got a crit, I guess. But...
Oh, I see. Oh, that's impressive.
So angry, by the way. So angry.
Yeah.
Cash, pull back the staff.
So angry at being a fake.
Smash it down into the pedestal. And you're aiming at the stone, the pedestal, the
crystal on top.
Nice, yeah. Smash it down onto it. And as soon as you do, that crystal changes. The colour sort of changes, and instead changes to this sort of deep red glow instead of that sort of purple glow you'd had previously. Changes and this red pulses out from it. Can I get Halloran, Kasha, and Adslor? Can you each make for me a will save? Nice, yeah. You smash down. There is that it pulses red and just sort of instead of the sort of pulsing of the purple, it just turns red and glows up and just lights up in red. All three of you immediately feel this the sort of disorientation, almost like vertigo-like, sort of just overcome you for a minute, but each of you is able to sort of fight that off briefly. Anybody want to pick up or react?
I think Adzor is pretty out of it, if I'm honest. Just kind of staring at this crystal, but as soon as I feel that, I turn around to see what's going on. I turn, look at her, and go, What are you doing?
Yeah,
You've got to destroy this crystal.
I think we turn around
Yeah.
and say something like,
If the crystal dies, there's a possibility you three die in 10 minutes.
But you don't know what
Not
that
me. That abomination. And she's back towards the crystal.
You could be connected to it. Instead of just smashing it, might be best to figure out what it is before you smash it. Because if it is connected to you, you're not just killing yourself, you're killing Thomas, the guy we're meant to find and save, Hellerin, and Abslor, not just yourself. And also the Milston guard, whoever he is.
That's not. It's not killing us. It's killing.
And then the possibility of you killing the things.
And,
yeah.
Can I hit it again?
You could be the monster, and the real one could be inside.
As Darius is sort of calling over to you and sort of almost trying to usher some calm. Yeah, make another damage roll as you sort of just smash down again. That's a bit better.
And colour again.
Yes, Kasha smashes down for a second time, and again that the sort of red, the red glow that's overtaken on the crystal becomes deeper. It was already in red at this point, and it just goes to this deeper, almost sort of like scarlet red. Adslor, Halloran, and Kasha. Can I get a will save from you folks, please?
sorry. There you go.
Good.
Oh my, sorry. Okay.
Cool. So let me briefly.
Oh dear.
You killed me.
No, not necessarily.
Seems unlikely.
Kill Thomas.
Adslor and Halloran. Kasha, you get that sort of vertigo, disorientation. You sort of again just in the anger, the intensity, the focus. You sort of hold strong through it. Adslor and Halloran, you both feel it come over you again, and you both take 5 mental damage.
I kind of throw my head into my hands. Will you stop that? walk over and stand in front of you and say, "You need to stop. You don't know what you're doing."
It's they must die. There can only be one of us.
Yeah, and which of us is that? We don't know. Something is not right here.
I know. I can I can tell. I'm Kasha Goldar, and she'll spin away from you to strike the thing again.
I would like to grab the spear if she tries to swing it, the staff.
Okay. I will. Axel, if you you can attempt to grab on Kasha.
Guess not.
No. Adslaw reaches forward, tries to grab at you, Kasha, as you sort of pull back again with the staff, and you outstrength them. Yeah, you can take another damage roll.
And just push through.
Again, if I get a will save from the three of you.
Sorry, I'm having mouse issues again. I think his mouse is broken. Anyway, there you go. Now it's working. Oh! Ah! There's me. You thought I was about to hit 20.
It's hurting less. We break the link.
Yeah, again, that sort of feeling comes over you momentarily. Adslaw, 1 mental damage. Kasha, 1 mental damage. Halloran,
Ooh.
2 mental damage.
Oh, scary girls. I'm gonna at this point sort of try to wander over.
Yes.
I've been a bit, and just say something along the lines of like, what if we're not us? But I don't remember. Do you? In sort of a broken, kind of confused, not really making sense way.
Sam, Kasha will just for a second pause and ask herself the question. Does she remember? And just think,
Nothing.
kind of think back to the. Sorry, what was that?
Nothing. I purely. I sort of got you guys to make some rolls last session. Right at the end. So yeah, you sort of consult back, trying to. Does this place, this situation, does this register anything with you at all? And until 120, 150 seconds ago.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Now, thinking back to the ritual where she became a druid. Can she visualize that?
Yeah. You sort of think back to that moment, quite a pivotal moment in your sort of life and your journey. You remember the moment. You remember you can remember the sunlight. You remember everything about that. You remember the people around you at the time. You remember the feeling and the sort of embrace of nature in that moment.
She looks over at Halloran and just says again, I am Kasha, I am me. That is an abomination, something stealing my memories. And I'll go for another swing.
Yeah, go for it. hang on one moment. Adslor, if you see Kasha sort of pulling back again, do you intervene?
Yes, I will try and do the same. I will try and stop.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what I'll do. Adslor, if you make a reflex save for me. Nice, yeah. In that case, yeah, you can try to grapple again.
Getting closer.
There's determination. Kasha, go for another damage roll.
Oh, you're obviously pulling back on it. She doesn't even seem to be noticing that you're attempting to grab the staff or grab her arm or whatever it is you're ineffectually doing.
You'll be used to it by now, I imagine. But if I can get will saves from the three of you. Nice.
There we go.
2, that's nothing. 4, that's nothing.
Halloran, you see Kasha sort of smash down a bit, and you briefly again feel this orientation, but I don't know if it's your own focus on trying to sort of gain some sort of, not even necessarily control, but in trying to cool this situation or bring some kind of calm in the moment. You sort of stand strong through it. Adslor and Kasha both taking 2 mental damage. Adslor, you don't feel good.
I think you can see that Kasha's
Sam?
starting to cry now.
While they're doing this, I've obviously just been reading the notes. Is this the sensitive documents we've got here, or is it a different documentation?
Is what, sorry?
Because obviously I've read through the notes while I've been doing this. On the emergency protocol, one says destroy sensitive documents, priority 3. If I don't think this is this, while they're doing that, that's just what I'm doing.
Oh, what, looking for anything else around?
Yeah, because it's in the emergency protocols. It says destroy sensitive documents. I don't know if it means this stuff or it means something different.
No, entirely reasonable. Yeah, whilst this is going on, Darius, as per, is on his own mission. Darius, if you roll a secret perception check for me.
Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, you start looking around, sort of taking things in a little. Again, whilst you're still looking around, Adslor, you go to grapple Kasha, sort of just catch at the staff, but it's just not enough to pull her. She hits down again, and again you feel that sort of just mental, that pain sort of come through you. It's almost like your brain lets off an electric sort of burst through every sort of nerve ending in your body, and it's quite overwhelming. You are on the cusp of losing consciousness. Step to you.
Yeah, this fucking hurts. I guess I've tried to grab out a couple of times to stop Kasha. It's not working. So I'll just say, I'll be like, look, do you not remember looking at this, feeling this? Surely you remember. I can remember something really strange. This floating feeling, this thick kind of, I don't know. It's like I can feel it. I don't remember. It's not a memory, but I can feel it still. Something happened, and being here has triggered remembering it. You need to stop.
Has anything triggered it for me? Because I did a similar thing, I think, last week and rolled, and I got nothing. But has anything since then developed where I might also be remembering something or not remembering something, as it were?
One sec, let me briefly check back to the numbers that we rolled in the last session.
I think mine was quite bad.
Well, I've got them here. I can't confirm nor deny. No, I mean you've made it clear to Kasha you want this to calm. You clearly want to talk or consider this situation through, I suppose. But more for your own well-being and to understand rather than anything that you recall or remember. Phelan, what are you doing currently as this is happening?
Very confused. I'll look around, like, if I'm allowed to. Could I look around, like, the crystal? Are they all filled with people?
Only
Like every single one?
only 5 of the crystals that your party's seen in here appear to have any these bodies in them. Yeah.
I would have just been looking around to see if, like, there was anything that we had missed about this whole place. Pretty much, like, the area.
So I don't know if you're happy for these guys to argue amongst themselves.
Yeah,
that's fine. Okay, cool. Kasha.
People to share the treasure with. I think she wavers a little bit, but I don't think I've heard anything that's really dissuading her. How damaged does this thing?
No signs of damage. The crystal, you've struck it 3 times. The light has changed. Like I say, this scarlet red now. Instead of pulsing, it is just on. It's just a permanent glow. But you can barely see a crack in it.
Okay, I will have another swing, but I'm going to change tack slightly, and I'm just going to randomly target one of the gems around the side.
Sure.
One of the gems. Do you want me to roll to hit?
Are you still attempting to intervene?
Yes.
I'll allow you another reflex save.
Nope.
It's not enough. It's not. Again, you.
Oh, I mean, it's actually much better than I thought it was going to be.
You are kind of disorientated. You've been unconscious only a few minutes ago from this, and you can feel that you are kind of hanging on as is. And again, you sort of go, maybe get a slight grasp, but it's just not enough. Kasha, you can make another damage roll. You were just going for one of these crystals on the lower pedestal, weren't you?
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
If there is a direct link to each pod, then yeah, randomly. But if there's not, that's even less. And if it doesn't explode after 3 points of damage, it really doesn't.
Okay. Cool. Adsalor, make a will save for me.
Fuck's sake.
It's much easier to just target.
You're literally going to kill me.
I healed you earlier, so might take away.
Kasha, yeah, you pull back, you see again Adsalor sort of stumbling slightly and not at their best, lunges at you forward again, tries to sort of grab at the staff, doesn't quite do it, and you smash down this time at the lower pedestal, one of those crystals. Clean hit again. I mean, you are smashing against these crystals that are somewhat embedded into the stone pedestal, so it's not the best hit you've ever got, but you smash down, do the damage, and then you hear the thud as Adsalor falls unconscious on the ground alongside you. There's the thudding sound as Adsalor drops down, at which point Adsalor is unconscious and is dying, so we should switch to initiative. If I can get an initiative roll from everyone.
Do I even need to bother?
Adsalor, for you, what I'm going to do... Oh, no, your roll did it for
I clicked the button. I suppose I need to be in initiative so that I know when to roll recovery checks.
You would, and I was going to say we're going to use your dropping unconscious as the trigger for this. I was going to suggest that I was just going to put you at the bottom, but your roll did that for me.
I'm also at the bottom anyway. You're welcome. Great minds.
You are reliable as ever. Cool. So yeah, we will switch into initiative. So yes, Kasha smashes down again. At the lower pedestal this time. As you make contact, Kasha, you sort of get the hit, and then you're already aware of Adslor sort of darting forward and again just sort of grabbing at you and trying to grab at you or the staff or just anything to just sort of gain some control or slow you down. And then you sort of see them moving, and then it's the drop as Adslor just in a bundle drops down onto the ground unconscious. I will call that the first action of your turn, if that's all right.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I would like to look around. I don't know if that would be a seek action or possibly a.
You're looking for anything in particular?
Whatever the news thing. Yeah, I'm looking. What I'm expecting is that having. So that gem broke, didn't it?
No, it did. No, there was no break to it.
Oh, it didn't break. It just cracked. Oh, in that case, I'm not really looking around for anything. No, I think I would. Oh, I think I would swing again.
Sure.
And trying. What I'm expecting, what she's expecting, is she smashes one of these and then one of the pods explodes or crumbles. Actually, she's not hoping for explode because that would be vicious.
Yeah, take another.
I better roll. Do you want me to roll? I probably have to roll a hit or.
No, I'm okay with damage roll. I've got some math in mind for what I've been doing so far. Nice.
Yeah. So again, targeting the same gem, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh.
Beats down at the same gem. Even as you see Adslor sort of drop down, you're already sort of committed. You sort of drop, throw the first blow, and just stab down almost repeatedly. Immediate, just lift it up only a few feet and straight back down again. And that's the right way to do that. Oops, that's not the right kind of die. There we go. Yeah, take the second beat immediately. And there is again this that the smaller, this sort of crystal on the lower pedestal now. As you sort of hit this one, there was already a slight crack in it where you hit it, and then it kind of doesn't fully shatter, but it kind of the crack in it kind of spreads and opens, and the sort of the crystal itself just kind of like there's a slight split as the two sort of sides of it split slightly and fall apart. They're no longer fully adjoined. At the same time, there is a second crashing noise, sort of that same bundling sound that you heard when Adslor fell to the ground. A suspiciously similar sound, like a suspiciously similar weight and mass dropping to the ground. And just in this space here, alongside this crystalline structure, you see, you sort of turn around as you hear the sound, and it sort of grabs your attention. Anyone else sort of can look over in the direction. They see that a humanoid, the crystal, that structure is still stood there, exactly as it looked before, but instead of a humanoid in the centre, that you just catch in the moment as you see them sort of lighten the movement out of the corner of your eyes. This humanoid will just fall straight through the front of the structure that was solid moments ago, drops down to the ground, unclothed, no clothing, just a naked humanoid body, which can you, without her, I should be careful how I word this, Jake, because it's you. Can you describe what they see?
Oh fuck.
It's
Yeah,
massive, obviously.
yeah. It's odd. I'm gonna suspect not something in the group that anyone's ever seen.
Agreed, yes.
There's what looks to be like a normal humanoid style features, but bright green glowing eyes, and just probably a good 50-60% of the body is just covered in what looks like kind of gnarled, knotted, what looks almost like bark. And just these kind of small little growths of wood and leaf and all kinds of nature looking parts just seem to cover the body a little bit. That and massive penis.
Obviously.
What does the rest of your body that isn't covered in bark or your massive penis look like? It's humanoid, but like
Bark.
Looks to be normal kind of human skin, pale
human
skin.
skin. Yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah,
So what bit's covered in bark? I thought it was the whole of you.
my massive penis.
60% you said.
Yeah, about 60% of the
60%.
body, so all over the skin. One whole side, like probably a good 70% of the face
Okay.
looks to be completely bark covered.
Okay.
All down the left shoulder, all down the arm, all down the chest.
Is does Adslor suffer with morning wood?
Hero point. Which that just does actually remind me. I haven't given everyone hero points, but you have got them now.
I'll have an extra one, please.
Okay, so yeah, Kasha successfully smashes the gem, turns around, and kind of what she was hoping, although she wasn't actually expecting it to be whatever that thing is. She kind of notices that Adsalor's lying on lying on the floor in front of her, but only in passing. Staring at that thing that's fallen out, I would like to make a recall knowledge roll.
Absolutely.
Because I think that looks exactly what I would expect a not fully formed clone to look like. Because obviously I've never seen Adsalor.
Yeah.
At all. So yeah, this I think that's what it looks like. So yeah, recall knowledge is there. There we go.
Nice.
Make of that as you will. Now that's my 3 actions. So
Yeah, that's cool. Let me again.
oh, should I use the Darius thing and hero point it immediately?
Certainly can.
I'm not going to. No, I'm not going to.
Which that would be this. Interesting. Cool. Yes. As Jake sort of said, as you sort of turn and see it initially, the general state of this body, not something you have encountered or seen before, certainly. But as you sort of look over, take a sort of closer look and try to sort of recall if this looks of any kind of familiarity. Although not something you have seen, you can spot elements. You recognise the humanoid structure, and you can see through your understanding of nature and your sort of relationship with plants and with trees. You can spot the parts of the body that appear to be wood or bark or whatever that is. They look natural. These are not attachments on the body. This is a person made of flesh and of bark, and it looks entirely natural. And you can see it. You can almost just about sense it yourself. There is a natural plant element to this. I'm trying to.
I mean, other than being a plant and flesh welded together, it doesn't look like an abomination.
It's odd. It's not natural. Both of the parts you can see unnatural. A creature of wood is natural to you. You speak to creatures of wood all the time. You've done it your whole life. A creature of flesh is natural. Both of these things are natural, but this mix, this confusion, whatever it is unnatural. That is not something you've seen before, but you have certainly heard stories, tales, myth, potentially, of combination of bindings of different elements of life.
Okay.
But it's not. It would not be a natural occurrence.
Okay, I know what I'm going to do next, but
okay, that's 3 actions to Kasha. Phelan.
Hold on. Is there any way I can help people?
Oh, you totally should be dying too, shouldn't you, as well? Because you already wounded 1 Ancelot, soz.
Isn't there a stabilize action, or am I just being dumb?
it's a 3. It's under 3 wound. It's 3 wound. It's yes, there is. It's called administer first aid, stop bleeding. I think. Yes. Oh no, administer first aid, stabilize.
Oh yeah, okay. It was right the first one. Could I go over and try do that to Adsalor?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
If that'll help.
Yeah, it's 2 actions to do, so yeah, it'd be 1 to get there and 1 to do that, but yes.
Yeah, well, probably.
Did you consider the critical failure before making the roll?
Oh God, no, I didn't. Oh.
He's fine. You made it. It's fine. Well, I don't know if you made it, but you.
Oh, you didn't target, and that's why it's not telling me. Hang on, let me do maths in my head. Well, that's lucky because the DC on that would be 17. Adslaw is no longer dying. Oh, hang on. Phelan, do you have a healer's toolkit?
That's a good point.
Maybe you do. I didn't think you did, but maybe you do. I might
No,
be
I
wrong.
don't. No, I don't.
Naughty. Yes, you do have to be wearing or holding a healer's toolkit to use Administer First Aid.
Oh.
If you want to undo your turn entirely, I'm okay with that.
I don't really have anything else
I will say Kasha has a healer's toolkit, which is somewhere on her belt because she uses it. She's used it on you. I've used it.
For what it's worth, I'm a dummy, and despite being an expert in medicine, I do not have a healer's toolkit on me because I'm a dummy.
They're expensive.
So I was fully 100% intending on my turn to walk over to Kasha and try to get it off of her.
Yeah, that's cool.
Use it, given how much time I've got. You could do the same if you wish to go back, but I am quite well trained in medicine. That was kind of really my plan. So.
Okay, I won't do that because isn't there like something that you can't do it a certain amount of times or something? I can't remember.
That's also. What about checking the other one? I mean, now's your chance to go over and kick him in the dick. It's a
big target.
Turns out optical illusion.
What do you want to do, Phelan?
I don't know.
You can pass. You can delay if you are unsure entirely.
Yeah, I'll just pass. I can't think of anything.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, just sort of dash over and sort of stand over, taking in the situation. That's fine. It's all good. Halloran.
Yeah. So I'm going to. It's gonna be like 2 actions to walk over, I think, isn't it? So could I move over there for 2 actions and take the healer's toolkit for the last?
Yeah, and you're allowing that, I assume, Kasha.
Yep. Yeah, she's not. She doesn't even notice. You basically just pull it off of her belt
Lovely.
without her even seeing. I will send.
I will say anyway, to you. I understand you're going. This is. I understand this is mental basically. Oh, sorry, I pressed the wrong button. Then I've actually dismissed that. Can you try again?
Yeah. No problem.
But oh right, I see. I can take it like that. But I'll
I
say,
see.
but this he's down. How do I have to trade something?
I don't know. That I wouldn't have thought so.
This button here says accept offer. Oh yeah, I've accepted the offer
Yeah,
now. So
there you
you
go.
have to, yeah.
Yeah, they changed the way you can move stuff between people now. I've not looked
Yeah.
at it properly.
Has it transferred? It looked like it's
No,
transferred.
you need to click a button saying that you've accepted the offer.
I have not. Hang on.
At the top, there's like an X button. An X. Click on the X next to your name.
Oh, click on the. I got. Click on the X. Accept offer. Why would it be an X? Should be a tick.
And then when you click on it, it turns into a tick. But that's not very helpful.
Absolutely stupid. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, indeed.
Cool. I've
But yes.
got that now.
Darius, start your turn. Obviously, previously you've been spending some time looking around to see if you can find anything. You can forego your turn to continue doing that if you want, or you can interrupt to intervene, whichever you prefer.
I feel like I'm going to continue with what I'm doing because I'm still unsure
That's fine. I'll tell you what I'll do.
who's the real one, so I'm going to stick to what I'm doing.
Let me just double check what that number was previously. It's cool. Cool. I won't. As you're doing the same action, I won't make you roll again. So yeah, you can carry on with your turn. You hear sort of commotion and movement, but you carry on looking around, looking for any additional papers, documents, anything like that. One more turn will be enough for you to start getting some kind of feedback on that. Adslor, if you can make a recovery roll for me, please.
Suppose so, I guess.
Nice. We'll bring you down to dying one. Kasha, around to you.
Oh, right. Okay. Kasha just steps straight over that body.
Mm.
And I will go over to this one and examine it, I guess. What would be? Is it a medicine?
I'll give you a choice.
check?
If you just I'll give you one of three choices essentially. If you want to just take a general look over in general, you can make a secret perception check. If you want to look on a more sort of medical level, a sort of anatomical level, you can make a secret medicine check. And if you want to look at it from a more sort of nature standpoint, you can make a secret nature check.
Ooh, I think I will go for a secret medicine check.
Yeah.
So yeah, she goes over and puts her. Yeah, no, I will go secret. Secret is control, or was it shift?
Yes.
Or is it alt?
Control. Yes.
Yeah, control. Oh yeah, blind. Yeah. So she goes over and basically trying to establish anything that might suggest that this is, she wants to confirm this is a dirty clone before she kills it.
So yeah, just step over the Adslaw you have been associated with for the last few days. Come over to this unclothed, unarmed, but otherwise appears to be Adslaw from what you can see and ascertain.
I think that's tricky. It seemed to be a humanoid because we don't know what Adslaw looks like.
You look over it, just looking on a sort of anatomical level for any kind of anything that looks, maybe incomplete or
Yeah.
something that hints to is being a copy of some sort. And you look over, and you've seen the body or at least the clothed body that sort of fell in front of you. You've seen the sort of general height, the mass, the height, the size, the sort of shape of the shoulders. Sort of everything matches up to. Nothing stands out immediately. You look over. You look for anything that jumps out as odd. The body is odd. Like we've said, it is this weird mesh of two natural sort of forms of life. But everything, wherever the flesh meets the bark and almost turns from flesh to bark, it looks solid. It looks it meets fully. There is no emptiness. There's you look over for. You look into those sort of glowing eyes, and there you can see sort of eyeballs set into the face. You can see teeth inside the mouth.
Oh, teeth! That's good. I'm happy to take my last action to be looking at the teeth, specifically. Do they look worn? I don't know, a broken tooth, or a sign of life been lived with those teeth, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, you stop, you take a look. The teeth are well maintained. There is some natural coloration. These aren't pristine, but they are not rotten. You can see there is one on sort of the lower jaw with a very slight sort of, almost looks like a crack in it. There is some slight, you can see where some are slightly maybe off kilter, not perfectly straight. They look warm, they look natural. They certainly do not look like freshly done veneers from Turkey or something like that.
Cash will finish her turn while sort of rummaging around in Adsalor's method. Her other hand will just rub her own teeth. But
Failing.
I'll ask later.
Hello.
Feeling any better?
I don't know. Is there anything I can do to help Adsalor that's not for healing him, I guess?
I mean, you could certainly you could attempt to. I mean, Halloran has obviously taken the healing kit, has kind of vocalised that they are intending to try to stabilise Adsalor. You could use your reaction outside your turn to aid in that in some way when you get to that. But obviously that would be your reaction on during Halloran's turn. But that is something you could do to immediately help, I guess.
Okay, I'll definitely do that. I don't know. No. Yeah, I'll just pass and then do that. I can't think of anything.
That's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. It's no stress. Cool. In that case, it's Halloran's turn.
Oh, I'm going to kneel down beside Adsalor. As I get close up, can I do I see bits of maybe the face or what have you, and tell that it's the same as?
Yeah, as Adsalor has fallen down, the hood has sort of pulled back slightly as they've fallen down unconscious, and you can see elements of the face and neck the same as the other. I mean, and from what you can see as a very quick check, in the same spots there are the parts of flesh and the parts of bark, and yeah, it looks to be a match to the parts you can see there.
Cool. I will glance over to the sort of naked Adsalor and just mutter under my breath, "Lucky guy." And then I will. Do I treat wounds or do I stabilize? I don't know what the difference is.
If you are looking, treat wounds would potentially heal them, whereas administer first aid, and the stabilize option just stops them from sort of stops them from having the dying condition. Treat wounds does take 10 minutes to do, so unless you have like battle medicine, it would have to be that one. Yeah. Before
Fine, so I'll
you
stabilize them.
before you do it, Phelan, Cormac, you wanted to use aid, didn't you? To use your reaction to help with this. Cool. What do you want to do? How do you want to aid with this?
Make sure Adsalor stays still and doesn't like if anything goes wrong.
Just sort of hold the body and kind of just that's cool. In which case, if I can get from you, Phelan, I will just get a it's pretty difficult, isn't it, I guess. I'll just get you to just make a medicine check for me, I guess, as you just sort of try to hold them without sort of hindering Halloran, I guess.
Medicine.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, I mean, so normally for aid, the DC starts at 15, but it can be adjusted. I mean, you are just looking to essentially hold them, and you're not looking to particularly necessarily directly help Halloran, right? As much as to just hold them still and keep them in a decent position. So it's a success. It's not amazing, but it is a success. It will give Halloran +1 to their attempt to administer first aid.
Ooh, do I roll now? Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, fine. I see the +1's already added. That's nice. Be good.
Nice. That is exactly enough. You're dying one, aren't you? Yeah, that is precisely enough.
I feel about you, Phelan.
As Phelan sort of knelt down, just sort of cradling Adsalor, slightly lifting the head, allowing you to just sort of get to some of the areas of him that, I mean, there is no visible wounds, but you mostly just try to sort of bring any kind of consciousness back and almost to just sort of calm them as you saw them sort of drop that sort of mental anguish. And between the two of you, you almost feel as Adsalor's body was kind of maybe slightly sort of jerking and juddering just with the sort of mental anguish where he first come down, sort of calms and cools, stops for a moment. And Phelan, as you are sort of cradling the body, you can actually feel as the breathing sort of catches and slows again, and the sort of lowering and raising and lowering of the chest just sort of stabilizes slightly and comes to a more sort of controlled pace.
I will spend the rest of my turn starting to treat wounds.
That's cool.
If we carry on in initiative.
I think unless someone's got any immediate particular concerns, I think we can probably drop out of initiative. It was mostly just in case someone started going horrifically wrong.
That's all right. I'm going to start treating wounds anyway.
I'm happy to drop out.
We'll play out the round.
Adsalor in front of me is
We'll play out the round.
Go on. Okay.
So Halloran, you basically spend the rest of your turn starting the 10-minute treat wounds.
Yeah.
Exactly. Cool. Darius, you've sort of carried on, sort of looking around the room. You sort of go back through the sort of pockets of that the drow where a lot of these notes came from. That sort of road drow towards the bottom of the room. Nothing else in any of their pockets or anything like that. You've spent a bit of time as this has all been going on, even not just the last sort of 12 seconds of this encounter, but the last few minutes of the whole scenario, sort of looking around the room, looking for any kind of sign of additional paperwork, documentation, storage, anything. The room is strangely empty, other than the crystal structures and that pedestal. You find nothing. There's no storage. There seems to be no signs of entry or exit beyond this single chamber. You don't find anything else additional, no. And you have 3 actions for this turn, I guess.
I'm just gonna say I was looking for them for those 3 actions.
No, that's yeah.
And then I'm just gonna pass to these guys.
absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Aslor, unconscious, wounded but stable. Can I get briefly from you, Aslor? Do me another will save.
I'll go on then.
Wow. Yeah, Adslaw, you're unconscious, but just the natural part of you is sort of still struggling with the sort of anguish, and you sort of come to some sort of calmness as the party sort of has stabilised you. And that anguish inside of your own head sort of settles, slows a little, and yeah, you're calm, you're stable. Again, as you are still Halloran, you're sort of stood over, still sort of carrying on to sort of treat and tend to Adslaw as you try to sort of begin the longer treat wounds, and failing as you're holding them. Again, you feel the breathing, it's already sort of, it's caught itself, and now it just is actually sort of slowing and calming, and there is a sort of just a sense of relief that although Adslaw is unconscious, this seems to have eased this moment and whatever has happened. Kasha, just before you take your first action, you're still sort of stood over this naked Adslaw, sort of your hand in the mouth and sort of just looking at the teeth and taking in sort of bits and pieces. And as you are just sort of doing that, you sort of hear behind you as Halloran and Phelan are talking amongst themselves as they are sort of tending to Adslaw, and Phelan sort of notes and sort of vocalises the sort of the again that sort of calming of the breathing and the stabilising, and as that is happening, just almost catch you by surprise. There is almost just like an instant reaction and almost like a sort of jerk, like a muscle jerk, as the sort of the mouth bites down, and one of the arms of the Adslaw you were stood alongside temporarily just jerks out to the side and then falls just to the ground.
It was definitely, when I did the medicine stuff, it definitely seemed dead, or
there was no kind of immediate sign of life that you could see. No.
Check it again, I guess.
Yeah, of course.
Perhaps being a little bit more careful, wary that it might strike.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, do another secret medicine check for me.
Yeah, I could do that. Okay.
And sorry, so you were looking to see just signs of life, did you say?
Yeah. Is it, because I definitely thought it was dead, but it just moved.
Yeah, and it was. Like I said, it wasn't a natural reaction. It was like a pop, like a jerk. The mouth sort of shut from, sort of just bit down from it, and the arm sort of jerked up and then fell down onto the dirt again, just straight up, straight down. And then you sort of look over, and there is no sign. The arm isn't moving further. The mouth sort of just comes back open to a bit of a slight rest and just very slight sort of gape as it just sort of comes back to a natural position. You look at the chest. The chest. There is a slight movement of the chest, but it is the shallowest of breaths.
So Kasha is kind of half kneeling there. Her hand was creeping towards the hatchet she's got on her belt, or possibly to a knife. The pod that this presumably fell out of isn't damaged anyway. It still seems solid. Is that right?
As you look to it, a few feet in front of you, yeah, it looks like the same solid crystalline structure you'd seen previously. Just still the same sort of slight, there's that sort of internal glow emanating from it, but just without the humanoid, the body inside of it.
Yeah. Kasha will. Second action I get. Is it if I wanted to drag this corpse over to where the current one is, can I
it's,
do that
it's half
in an
movement,
action?
but you've got barely any sort of distance. You're absolutely fine.
So
yeah.
if it's half movement, so my movement is I think 20, if I remember correctly, because of the armor. So
Yes.
so I can basically get to there. So I'm gonna basically just sort of step back. I'm gonna step over them again, kind of ignoring those two.
Yeah.
Dropping the body really just sort of next to that one.
Yeah.
Just sort of dragging it by its arm, and then she steps over, and I will sort of grab the staff again and get ready to. I'm making it pretty clear I'm going to smash another gem.
Cool. Okay. Failing as you are sort of still sort of cradling Adslaw, holding Adslaw as Halloran is sort of tending to the wounds, and just as the two of you are doing that, Kasha just steps over the three of you, essentially drops this naked body alongside the one that the two of you are tending to, and you see Kasha picks up the staff and sort of begins immediately sort of rearing it back the same as she had previously.
What time is it right now? Like, would we be able to tell?
Roughly, it's sort of somewhere past 11 a.m. Sort of. I mean, exactly it's 11:18. You probably know roughly it's somewhere between sort of 11 to 12. Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Oh god, I still have no clue.
In my mind, I thought you were going to try and talk Kasha down by going, it is lunchtime.
No, I thought I don't know what I was thinking actually.
I think in the back of your head, you're thinking the people from the village are going to turn up in about 3 minutes.
I was worried that either someone would come or like we could just go home and like rest, but I don't think that's possible. Yeah, I can't think of anything to do. Could I like just stay on lookout?
Yeah, I mean you can delay essentially if you want. Yeah, if something
Yeah.
changes, you can come in. That's fine. Yeah. Halloran, you were sort of beginning to make the actions to essentially spend 10 minutes treating wounds. You again, Kasha just sort of steps over you, drops that body alongside you, picks up the staff. Do you want to continue as you are?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I will pay as much attention to this other body as I can, looking at the similarities, differences, etc. between the two.
Yep.
But my primary focus is to continue doing this.
Yeah. So yeah, you continue doing treat wounds, but as you do, you've got time. You know, it's a long process, and also you feel there's no immediate threat because you're aware that Atle seems to have stabilised somewhat. So you're able to sort of take a look over. And you sort of look at the elements of Adslaw that you are treating of the face and neck. You can see the one alongside that Kasha has dropped alongside, and you can see, without getting into super fine millimeter details, every part you can see looks like a really a flawless match. You can't, as you look around for anything that sort of jumps out, and you cannot see anything that seems to differ between the two of them as you're sort of doing that. Darius.
Well, after failing, I feel like they said it, like about the town people. I'm just going to run over to the stairs. So all three actions just to move to the stairs,
Yeah.
and then keep an eye up the stairs.
Yeah, that's fine. Kasha, you can roll some damage.
I would like to roll some damage.
Go in. So what were you attacking?
The gems at the bottom. So
Gems at the bottom again. Yeah.
Another one.
Not the same. Yeah. So just going for another one of these gems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the same one. Another one. Yeah. No. Just gonna do that. Oh, that's a bit better.
assume you're not targeting Absalom.
Yes, specifically not that one. Oh, yes, sorry, was I targeting
No,
Absalom?
it's all good. It's all good. Oh, jeez. Okay.
That's ideal.
That was a secret roll. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Oh well. Cool. Yeah, you sort of step over. At some point, I'll probably explain some more around some of the rolls I'm making and why things have gone the way they have. Yeah, you sort of step to another one of those crystals. You slam down at another one of those crystals. I guess it would be that to determine it. Okay. Cool. Kasha, make a will save for me.
Or maybe yes.
You sort of step up to the pedal, look for one of the crystals alongside the one you had attacked previously, just swing at the next one you see, swing down it, and as you do, immediately that nervous system, that pain, that electric shock sort of spins through every sort of sinew of your body and your flesh, and you take 15 mental damage.
Ow. Yeah, she'll cry out and stagger. Did the thing break?
Yes. Yeah, you're entirely right. That crystal is a pretty clean hit. You hit that crystal, similar to the other. It's not like it shatters into pieces, but it just sort of cracks and breaks. And this one does. It is a better hit, a stronger hit, and it does, like, a part of it, rather than just separating, a part of it does sort of crack off and sort of roll slightly along the stone pedestal and fall away. And as that happens, again, there is this failing. As you're sort of looking over at Halloran and what they're doing, sort of aware of what Cash is doing, but really looking that direction, and you kind of spot it really before anybody else does. You see as this crystal sort of right over Halloran's shoulders, you're looking down, you see the movement as all of a sudden this orc body sort of careens just straight through the crystal itself and just crashes down onto the ground, and just falls there. Not the same as the one you saw from Adslor, on the ground, not moving, just this naked, feminine orc body just slumps down, hits the ground. And Kasha, you hear the sound as that happens.
Yeah, and I will spin round, expecting a body, not expecting it to have been mine. That's very handy. That was, I think, realistically, she is going to spend, I think, probably the next action just in shock, trying to process that, and then she'll rush over to that body.
You sort of dash over that direction. You've sort of recognised the body before, but this is like confirmation. As you sort of dash over, you haven't got time to get a clear look, but this looks like the body you know.
Yeah,
failing.
That's very strange.
thinking, bud?
I'm gonna draw my gun, reload it,
Mm-hmm.
and
Shoot
then
Darius.
no. I'm gonna. I'm just gonna like. Oh, I can't even hold an action because I don't have 2 actions, right?
You wouldn't have. You got 1 action left. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Then I'll just. Oh, can I pass the last action?
Yeah, of course you can. Yes, of course, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah.
Halloran, you're just committing to the treat wound still.
Yeah.
I'll get you to make a your choice of secret perception or secret medicine to sort of, if you as you carry on, but you can, again, you're sort of focused on that other body. You can do a secret perception just to see what you see, or a sort of secret medicine if you want to look at, again, like similar to Cash, on a more sort of anatomical level. Nice. And again, you continue looking over it. You are, this is somebody you have not seen behind the sort of cloak and the clothing previously. So it's if this was, you look over at Phelan opposite you, and this is someone you've sort of been with for the last sort of 2.5 days, and you sort of know well. If this was them, you'd be able to pick up so much more detail. But from what you can see currently, everything is a perfect 1-to-1 match to the body you are treating and tending to.
Okay.
Nothing, not a single hair out of place.
Cool.
Darius,
I'm finding this very uncomfortable. I'm finding it's very uncomfortable. So, partly focusing on trying to heal whatever's in front of me is a distraction to all the bullshit that's going on around me. Like, I've noticed that other Kasha has fallen out of the pod, but I'm just ignoring it.
You're focused on the party member, sort of thing, yeah.
Just on anything.
Darius, yes, you sort of head over to the bottom of the stairs as this is all still taking place.
Yeah. Don't worry about moving out of the map. I'm just going to walk up the stairs and have a peep around the side of the barn and then come back to see if I can see.
Oh, you want to go all the way up to like the top level, yeah?
Yeah, but if you don't want to take me out this one, just work how long it would take. I'm going to go back there.
Yeah,
and
one turn sort of go up there,
have a look.
next turn you can sort of arrive. All good.
Yeah.
Axelor, we're working on it. There's, I think, 596 rounds, and then we'll be there. That's right, isn't it? I think it's 6 second maths.
No. 6 second maths. That's 10 a minute. That's only 10 a minute. 100.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Sorry.
10
Yeah.
minutes.
You've not got too long. Just wait there. Kasha. Yeah. You stand over this body.
Oh bugger. I don't know. Expected to get back so quickly. So, yeah. Oh God. I think I'm going to do the same thing as I did with Adsalor. So is it a medicine check or is it perhaps a nature check? I think a medicine check, but I'm specifically looking for, I don't know, stuff
Your own
I
knowledge,
remember.
I guess, scars or something like that.
Yeah, scar. Yeah, like the scar where I shut the penknife on my finger, or that's that sort of stuff. Yeah, so it would be stuff on extremities that I could see.
Yeah.
Normally. So yeah.
Nice. Can I also get from your will save?
Yeah.
Nice. A strange amount of calmness considering what is going on. Confusion. Sort of, you dash out, you sort of walk over there, you sort of have a look, and you immediately, the first thing you do is start looking for that scar you remember, or maybe that the slight bit where your skin sort of mottles a little bit, just the parts you know of yourself better than anyone else would. And as you sort of very quickly look for the first one, the second, you can sort of pull at the various parts where you know what you're looking for, and each one you find exactly what you're looking for. Perfection, exactly as you remember, and even as you pull out your own arm and compare one scar or one.
Well,
sort of
I was going to say
wound.
I think my next action would be taken up doing kind of basically like pulling the hands next to each, comparing the scar.
Yeah, and
they're identical.
1-to-1.
But this one is unconscious,
Yes.
and I'm not. Okay, she looks over for a second at the little hospital thing that's going on over there, and then I think I've got 2 actions left.
Yes. Yeah.
I will. Oh no, I needed 3 actions to cast that kind of heal. To heal, or do I want to? I will spend 2 actions casting Detect Magic.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm assuming these things are magical. I'm assuming that thing in the middle. I'm not interested in those. Is the body in front of me? Any magic?
Yeah, there are so there are magic items your party you're aware of. There are.
Yeah.
You can safely assume there is probably magic from that pedestal. That does not seem like a reach at this point. You're sort of more focusing on these unconscious bodies, or the ones that are
specifically the one in front of me.
Yeah. So you're never going to get a perfect read. Not how it works. But you try to clear your mind of as much of what you are aware of magic around you, and also as much as what you suspect is magic around you. Try to just get a clear read from these 2 bodies in particular. You can detect magic.
Okay, that's fine. That's 2 actions. I know what.
Cool. Phelan. Sort of readied your weapon, loaded up.
Can I then ready an action for if any evil-looking drow come through the stairs or come down the stairs?
Yes. So you are still assisting sort of Halloran, but you have the gun ready, pointing that direction just in case someone sort of enters. Yeah. When we say evil-looking drow, how evil do you look?
Good question.
Cool. Well, if it becomes relevant, we'll find out.
Yeah. Okay.
Halloran, you're still fully focused, yeah.
I am, yeah.
Perfect, cool. Darius, yeah, you go up the first flight of stairs, you sort of head up that sort of short corridor, you get up to the top of the second set of stairs, you peer around out into the field of the grain store. You see nothing. There's still a couple of bodies around. And you can come to the edge of the grain store and look. You sort of take a slightly cautious. You sort of peek round, look up, sort of in the direction of town and that long path that heads back to town. There's no one in the near vicinity, but just about at the sort of far reaches of the path where you can see there is sort of movement, like shadows at the end of the path, sort of in the town area, and almost certainly headed in this direction. There is definitely some movement. There is like sort of shadow movement. There is definitely, this is more than a single person. But in terms of getting a real clear look, a little too far away, a little too quick to get a clear look. Pick up on your next turn what you want to do if you want to get a clearer look, or come back down, I guess. Adsor, you are there. Kasha.
You already. Right. In which case, she takes a moment to center herself. I mean, she is feeling really very, very calm. Probably the release of being quite violent before that. She's feeling a little bit detached, if anything. but she will cast a 3-action heal.
Nice. That is
Yeah.
going to be like. I think that's everyone,
It's
including
an
Faye.
emanation based on me, isn't it?
Yes, that is.
But that Kate does catch everyone, apart from the old man.
Yeah, I'm not there.
Oh, there's a thing. Oh, brilliant. Enemies include self, allies.
Even clones.
Yeah, you can roll the healing, I guess.
Okay. Is that a... Oh, I see. I just get... Oh, 45 savings. It wants... Roll damage healing. Yeah, it's not a lot, to be fair. Oh,
Nice.
not bad.
Okay. So let me sort this out quick.
Apparently, I get a saving throw against it. I don't know what.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Kasha, yeah, as you sort of cast it, you were the first recipient. You've regained 7 hit points. Halloran, this sort of wave hits you next. You heal 7 hit points. Adsalor, you heal 7 hit points and you come back to consciousness. You sort of your eyes awaken. The last thing you remember is that jerk of pain. It's almost a slight jerk as you come to, but you realise it is dissipated, and you've got Halloran sort of knelt down beside you, over you, sort of tending to you as you sort of come to consciousness. Phelan still sort of cradling you with one arm, and you can see just his turn in the other direction with the pepper box drawn. At what you are unsure. Phelan, it reaches you. You recover 7 hit points. And then finally, the 2 bodies, unconscious, one alongside the group of the 3 of you there, and then the one alongside you, Kasha. They both heal 7 hit points. Kasha, you cast it. You feel it. You feel the healing go out, and then you see the body on the floor in front of you. As the breathing sort of begins and comes in, and there is a slight twitch as the eyelids sort of open and sort of come to and sort of blink in the dull light of the room. Phelan still looking up at the door. You sort of feel the movement as Adsalor slightly jerks and comes to consciousness. Turn your head back briefly, and as you turn back, and Halloran, you see it as well. This naked Adsalor alongside the 3 of you juts up, and the head just turns instantly and sort of looks around. Looks at the three of you, looks at you, Halloran, turns to you, Phelan, and then sort of you see there's almost a slight double take as it looks at Adsalor itself on the ground alongside it. And you can just see the entire sense of confusion on the face. Phelan, it is your turn.
He's already a drow. Can I... Oh, I don't know. Does it look like he has like any evil intent that I can tell?
You can attempt to sense motive.
Yes, please. How do I do that? Where is that?
Target an Adsalor of your choice. Either one I can make work. And
I think
yeah.
Um.
It's it'll be on the basic action back row or on the little skills pop up thing.
Oh, there we go. Found it.
Nice. So again, similar to Halloran. You've been with Adsalor for going on 3 days at this point, but you haven't seen the face before. You don't. It's hard to get a clear read because you haven't really seen the features. But as you look at this naked Adsalor alongside, there is no sign of ill intent that you pick up immediately. To be honest, you look and you focus in as sort of trying to understand, and I suppose trying to ascertain if there is a threat to the member of your party you and Halloran are currently tending to. And there, all you can see is confusion and uncertainty and fear. What the creature you are looking at looks, maybe not terrified isn't quite the word, but seems that, I mean, there doesn't seem like an immediate threat or ill intent. There is just utter confusion in their face.
Oh. Okay. After doing that, does that? Oh my god! Sorry. Is that one action or
That's
two?
one action.
Okay. Could I then go back to aiming at the door?
Yeah, the same as you were. Yeah, absolutely fine. Cool. Jake, roll with me. As naked Adsalor comes to consciousness, takes in
As
the
he will
scene,
be forever known.
sees the fully clothed Adsalor. You can see the face and neck where Halloran and Phelan have been tending to the wounds and have pulled back the hood. You can see the clothing that is your clothing. There is every element that you can see belongs to you. That is your clothing, your equipment. Everything of that is yours. Who this drow is, who this halfling is, no idea. It's your turn. You have 3 actions. You might be muted or try and take in this entirely awkward and complex roleplay situation. I mean,
there's only one thing I do, and that is exactly what I've just posted in the chat.
Yes.
Naked Adsalor, as they are known. We'll go, get the bearings, look around, and look to the other Adsalor, who's also conscious, right?
Yeah.
And just scurries back along the floor 5 feet or so. Doesn't get up. Doesn't do anything other than just backs up and looks up to the people either side of Adsalor's body. Do I recognise them?
So the 2 people either side of the body.
Yeah.
Make a secret perception check for me, I guess. So yeah, you sort of take it in, you jerk, you sort of pull back, sort of scurry back a little on the ground. You look at the 2 people that are cradling this body, whoever that is, and immediately, who the hell are these? And then you get it, you catch it just for a moment. These 2, they were on the train with you when this fight with those shadows started. And then you look and you take it in, and it clears a little, and you sort of gain it back, and it's not painful, but it's this sort of growing sense and understanding and memory, and it sort of comes back as the sort of fog lifts a little, and yeah, you met them on the train, you fought with those shadows, you arrived in town with them, you met Sister Meredith, you were there, you were in the tavern. You remember going to your room that was provided by the town after what happened after your arrival. how are you here?
And these two are tending to.
Yeah, you
Fake
can see
Atzelor?
Phelan is sort of has the sort of body cradled with one arm, sort of just lifting the neck a little, and still has the pepper box sort of pointed up towards the stairs, clearly sort of guarding or keeping a lookout. And you can see Halloran sort of is looked at you, is kind of taking the situation in, but is clearly sort of tending to and aiding, quote unquote, you.
Are the weapons that Adzelor had out on the floor near their body?
Yeah, you can see the two swords on the ground alongside. Those are your swords. You are certain of it. This is your equipment. This is your weaponry. This is stuff you have carried and fought with for years.
Can I? I've got 2 actions left. Can I dive across?
One to move back, one to kind of take in the scenario, I guess. Yeah.
Oh yeah, perception, don't I? I think I'm a bit stunned. I don't think I have a third thing to do.
Perfectly reasonable. Perfectly reasonable.
Well, you do have one thing. You could always point out the massive penis on the clone, just in case anyone's missed it.
That's there every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Halloran, you feel that wave of healing. You see the Adzelor you're tending to, and they've spent your time trying to heal, start to come to consciousness. You could pause momentarily, and then you see that the Adzelor that was alongside pull back, look in your direction, just the confusion from them.
The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stop my healing.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Because, well, firstly, they've come back to consciousness, but also, what the fuck's going on? And I think actions. I think I'm going to probably not redo anything in particular, other than just try to talk to both of them at the same time and be like, which one of you is real?
Classic response, obviously. Both of us say, "Well, I am." I can only imagine.
Yeah, I imagine that's what's going to happen. And then I will use the rest of my turn to ask a follow-up question, which you can answer now or later, to Naked Adzelor, to ask him, like, what, if you're real, where did you come from? What happened? Because I'm in a situation as well, but I'm sitting in a crystal and I point over to the gesture over to the crystal over there.
I was on the train, and then we went to the tavern, and we stayed at the tavern. That's the last thing I remember.
You've literally just awoken, Adzelor, from You've settled down in the tavern. You've just awoken to this.
I'm going to leave it there, I think.
That's good. Darius, everything's chill up there. This is far less confusing and awkward. Yeah, so you're sort of peeking around the edge of the grain store. You can see there is definitely movement up at this sort of far end of the sort of path and the sort of road back to town, head in this direction. You can take some time to get a clearer feel and understanding what that is, or you can do what else you want to do.
I am going to charge up my range spell, my spell reach, so I can cast something further, and it's 2 or 1 actions.
Bear in mind, if it just so you are aware, like if we're talking the distance you can tell, the distance they are, it is like we are, but it's far enough away that you can see there is movement coming from the town right up the end of the road. I mean, it is a couple of minutes walk. So if you're looking to charge to prepare to cast a spell, you're going to have to keep extending
I'm
it some
going to
time.
be doing something to try and distract him to make him go longer.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah.
I'm going to cast Spell Reach, and then I'm going to summon a skeleton as far away as possible, and have it like try and distract him running in the opposite direction.
Nice, yeah. Summon undead, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just going to try and get the furthest thing, and maybe go and pick up the mayor's body and try and run near them so they can at least see me, and then run in the opposite direction. So hopefully it will give us more time.
1 moment.
It only lasts a minute.
Yeah, I just want to make sure there's no kind of like if it gets to a range from you, but there doesn't seem to be anything I can see in the summon stuff, etc. So yeah, you summon an undead skeleton as far up the path as you can, and so you were getting it to pick up the mayor's body. Did you say?
Yeah, and then run the opposite direction.
What towards them?
Kind of, but like at an angle, so they see it.
Kind of off the path into the sort of meadows and stuff, drawing attention essentially, yeah.
And then as soon as it disappears, kind of like go down and drop the body, and then they're gonna have to try and look for the body, and like they'll be confused, and hopefully it'll just give us a little bit more time.
Yeah, perfect, cool. Got it. Adsalor, clothed on the ground, being tended to. Adsalor, is your turn. Your free actions.
Now I'm not naked,
No.
and I am confused. So
Yes.
I turn and look to naked me, which I recognise to be absolutely me. Like it's spot on, right? Like,
Yeah.
and I will reach down and pick up my swords, which is an action, right?
Yes.
And I'm gonna go back this way and then stand up for my third action.
Yeah. Cool.
And just kind of point my sword in the direction of naked me, be like, what the fuck is going on?
God, that looks like such a complicated situation to roleplay and handle, doesn't it, Phil?
Does. Well, that's okay. I'm going to deal with that with the hatchet. So.
Unclothed Kasha on the ground.
Hang on a minute. I didn't get unclothed. I got naked.
All right, naked
The
Kasha.
quality. Come on.
You come to consciousness, look up, and you see you stood over you, and whatever is happening to the sort of right of your sort of vision is your turn initiative. You have 3 actions.
Okay. And memory-wise, I remember going to sleep in the hotel on the first night.
Yeah. You look up, you see yourself. And the first sense is like, this is not the location you fell asleep. You slept in the tavern, and the room laid on for you. You've gone to sleep. You have awoken instantly, and a bit of a sort of judder and a very shaken wake, and this is what you awake to.
Look up at the orc that for a second I don't recognise, who's sort of kneeling over me and looking, definitely invading my personal space. Shout, and again the same as I guess as Naked Adsalor did, I'm going to scoot backwards. And probably bang into the back of there.
Yeah.
Just looking around. And then I'm going to try and command Thornleaf.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I can I feel Thornleaf anywhere? I'm not exactly sure how the bond works when I give them a command.
Yeah,
Oh.
you sort of go to command Thornleaf and sort of commune as you normally
Yeah.
would, and you can see there's a slight confusion as Thornleaf looks in both directions, and responds to you.
Okay. So I'll sort of I'll sort of call Thornleaf over, and that's pretty much all that Thornleaf's going to do. She's not going to attack anyone. He's not going to attack anyone. Don't know whether do I have enough of a communication with Thornleaf that I can get a sense of, as in going asking it what's going on.
Yes,
where I'm kind of happy with not, if it maybe we're too emotional to do that at the moment. But if I could, I would like to know.
Go on.
Yeah, cool. Well, I was going to say I'd like to know what Thornleaf is thinking, and if I can ask Thornleaf a question, it's like, how did we get here?
Thornleaf, certainly there is a sense of sort of uncertainty in your familiar, and you see, as I say, as you try to command it, there is a slight sort of double take as it looks between the two sort of caches stood at front.
I'm gonna.
And then it does. It looks to you, naked Kasha, moves in your direction towards you, choosing you of the two it is stood between. And kind of as you do sort of commune and try to get that sense of how did we get here, all you seem to get back is uncertainty from Thornleaf
and confusion. That's fair. I think that would do for my actions. I think it's
wonderful. It's Kasha's turn. Where do I come up with these ridiculous ideas?
Yeah, Kasha, actual Kasha. What the? I think actual Kasha sees Thornleaf move across and gonna attempt to do the same thing.
To commune with to command Thornleaf?
Yeah.
Yeah. You see Thornleaf look between the two of you, goes down towards the other Kasha. You in turn command Thornleaf again, and Thornleaf just stops immediately, looks in your direction. It just looks in your direction as soon as you sort of begin the command, and then comes to your side.
Okay. Oh, phew! I am the real Kasha. That's fine then. Right. In which case, she is going to take a second to look round at what everyone else is doing, or just to look around what is going on. Kind of notice that naked Adsalor has moved away as well, and then is going to start moving forwards to actual Kasha. Sorry, to naked Kasha. Except it's better. And they're not to. Don't stand on top of Thornleaf. Then I think with her last action, she's going to hit Kasha.
Yeah.
Do I want to use the staff or do I want to use the fist? I think she kind of thinks to use the staff, but feels it's perhaps, I don't know, and I will punch Kasha.
Also, just to ask him as well.
An unarmed attack.
Yes. Non-lethal, lethal. You can make something
Non-lethal,
non-lethal.
lethal doesn't
But
really make it.
it gives you -2 to your attack roll.
Yeah, no, lethal. I mean,
Cool.
yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can heal people. It's lethal. Lethal doesn't matter so much when you can bring them back from the dead. Oh, damn it. Yeah. So she kind of walks up, and it's maybe as much of a slap as it was a punch.
Yeah. Purely.
And she is mouthing something, but I'm not quite sure what. So it's probably incoherent.
Avakasha, hang on 1 second, just because now this has got to a point I hadn't predicted. Let's bring this Kasha on, who will have a separate character, so it doesn't just get confused thinking you're hitting yourself. In which case, is unclothed, so the AC
Armor class is a bit
isn't quite
lower.
Exact, correct. So yes, in which case, yes, you can roll some damage for me.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's not a lot of damage. Oh, that's quite a lot of damage.
Nice, yeah. You stand forward, stand over this other Kasha, and just lay in the punch, and yeah, hit for 4 bludgeoning damage, which would be the end of your turn. Right, that was 3 actions.
Yeah.
Phelan, nothing. Still no sign of movement as you're looking up in the direction. You hear the sort of thud and the sight, sort of like the sort of grunt of damage. As you look back briefly in the other direction, and you can now see. I mean, you've already you felt that Adslaw sort of moved away from where you were sort of holding him. You look down, you can see Kasha stood over Kasha, laying in a punch.
Oh. Oh god, that's not good. I don't really want to shoot either of them. I mean, did it? Oh god. I don't want to shoot either of them.
You don't
Oh,
have
shoot
to.
them.
I'm not forcing you to do anything.
I'll delay. I'll delay
Yeah,
because I can't.
absolutely fine.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely fine. Cool. In which case, Naked Adslaw, you have 3 actions.
Naked Adslaw, is it?
3 actions and fuck all to do with it.
What about Halloran?
Yeah, Halloran needs to do a thing.
Wasn't Naked Adslaw before Halloran, I believe?
I can't remember.
1 second.
I've got no idea.
Yes, it was. Yes,
I'm just looking at the
yeah.
Cool. Naked Adslaw is going to stand up for an action.
Nice. Yep.
I now know
just
where
in
it is.
case,
Oh,
just in case you guys
I
start attacking this Adslaw for some reason. Let's do that.
Then looks to Phelan. Because have you got any idea what's going on? Why are we here? Did you? Why is there a second one of me? Why has he got my stuff?
I'm just as confused as you are. I don't understand what's going on.
What do I do, Nudie Woodman?
I muted
Real
myself
Adslaw,
back.
did you pick up the swords?
fake Adzelor is pick up the swords. Real Adzelor
Oh,
has
damn
not. Yeah, can I do like a sense motive or something on fake Adzelor to see what I think they might be planning on doing, or
Absolutely, absolutely.
if they seem odd in any way? Rolling checks against myself is interesting.
Yeah. I thought all this through really well. So you look over at the clothed Adsalor, the one that. Who the hell is that? You even hood down. You can sort of see the face, the eyes. You know your face, your reactions, your tics, your mannerisms better than anyone else. There is uncertainty. There is whatever clothed Adslor. I'm so sorry for this. I should have come up with a better way of doing all this. Whatever clothed Adslor is thinking and feeling currently, you can read perfectly naked Adslor.
Okay. Well, that's convenient because otherwise I'd have to pretend I don't know the things that I'm doing. So, what wonderful stuff. I run this way 25 feet.
Yeah, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Halloran.
At this point, I mean, everyone seems to have forgotten the big thing in the middle. I don't really think I want to take it out, but I'm just going to go over to myself. This is me here, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
And I'm going to spend the rest of the turn just staring at naked me.
Perfect. Yeah, all good, all good. Darius, yeah, you've summoned the skeleton. You've sent it off with very clear instructions. It's going to take some time for it to fulfill those. If you want to stay and watch, you certainly can. If not, it can
No, I'll
carry on
head back
It's
down.
You want to come back down? All good. All right.
Yeah,
cool.
I'm just going to trust these and do his business.
Fast forward to you moving as fast as you can, which it's a pace regardless. Adslor, it's your turn. Adslor with clothes on, and it doesn't say naked Adslor.
Thank you. Non-naked Adzelor.
Yes.
I'm going to drink my healing potion for an action. Great. Worth it. Then I'm going to activate my once per day effect for an action on my bracelet of dashing.
Nice. Yeah.
Get my 10% speed boost. And then I'm going to charge after naked Absalom and try and cut him off.
If they cut him up, jeez.
Not quite, just a charge at naked Absalom.
Tremendous. Okay. Naked Kasha, you've just been hit by other Kasha.
She has, and she's debating whether punching back. She will just quickly consult her spell slots. I'm gonna guess that they're all empty.
Yes. All expended.
That makes it easier.
Feeling very close to unconsciousness as well.
Yeah. Used to that. Okay, so in which case, this running away does look like it might be worthwhile. She's think spitting blood from that punch. Oh fuck it, yeah. She is going to retaliate, but she is going to attempt because she's prone at the moment.
Yes, you should be. Yeah. Sorry, I should.
Going to well, I was going to say actually she'll stand up as the first action, and then she will attempt to sweep that mad orc that's in front of her. Going to try and knock him.
Yeah.
Which is that a particular attack? Is it athletics? Is it
what are we trying to do? So knock him over.
Knock him over, yeah. So it could be. Is it a grapple or is it a trip a thing?
Yeah, trip is. Yeah.
ST. Oh yeah, trip's a thing. Yeah, lovely. Doesn't really matter which of those I use, so I will try that one.
Nice. Yes. Although it's also getting confused about which one's which, but yes, that Kasha falls prone.
Yeah. Yeah, lovely. So she sort of I imagine as she stood up, but she sweeps Kasha's legs out and kind of thinks for a second about continuing the fight, but knows that she is also injured and will take the last action to Ray, taking advantage of the fact that she's got 25 feet of movement. She's still not going to be enough to get away. And she's kind of running over that way because she is avoiding Phelan, or at least giving Phelan some room, because she's aware he's got a gun and is mostly looking around with his mouth open, I think.
Phelan, obviously you delayed Phelan, so at any point you want to come in, you can come in at the end of anyone's turn. Or are you quite happy delayed still?
I think I'm happy staying delayed.
You're so confused, I love it. In which case, Kasha is your turn.
Okay, this Kasha will stand up.
Yeah.
And pick up her weapons. And really feels sad that she doesn't have an animal form there. Worth a bramble bush. No, she's going to pick up her weapons, which I don't think.
You should still have them. You got knocked prone.
Yeah, no, yeah, she hasn't actually dropped them, but I mean the staff. I imagine she dropped the staff but yeah, so she's picking that up. Oh, actually, yeah, that's a good use for an action. And then I will command. She'll command Thornleaf.
Mm-hmm.
And and Thornleaf is going to kind of follow Kasha, but again, kind of over to about there.
Yeah.
I think Thornleaf is also very confused.
Yes,
but
definitely, yes.
Is happy. Is he enough with an order that says that, because it's not?
Yeah.
It's not at all confusing. And then she's going to march up to Phelan, or march sort of moving towards keep just staring at the other Kasha.
Yeah. Nice.
And
Phelan,
that will do. Yeah.
your turn.
Oh God, I just don't know what to do. I'm so confused.
Try being Phil or Jake.
Right. So, I don't know. I
It's
just
easy.
hold.
Shoot the one
Hmm?
you don't like. Shoot the
I
one you
don't
don't like.
I don't know which one's real. Okay, can I just hold an action for if... I don't know.
You're so non-committal. I love it.
Well, I don't want to kill anyone here.
It's fine.
Um, can I hold an action to shoot one of the... either... I don't know. Can I... Right. Yeah, I'll just hold an action to shoot um the other Kasha if she goes to attack
Naked
anyone.
Kasha.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. Okay. Lovely. All right.
Yes.
Naked Atslor.
Naked Adzlor is trying to run away from armed Adzlor, and doesn't seem to have succeeded. It's going poorly. I'm stressed. I'm scared. So I'm going to do a naked tackle on non-naked Adzlor.
Sadly, not a specific action, but yes.
I mean, it should be, but okay. I'm going to attempt to grapple, I guess. What's the difference between what's the difference between a grapple and an agile grapple?
Agile.
I think one uses.
Go on. Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, you're right.
I didn't hear what was said.
One uses agility, and the other, I think, uses athletics or strength or something.
Yes.
I think that's right.
Oh no, sorry, no, that's not what it is. Sorry, an agile because the things that have agile options, they still have their attacks. They still have map. So essentially, if you have a weapon in your hand that is an agile weapon, you know, same as how you get a lower map for those, you would equally have a lower map for those actions when you're doing them.
Makes sense. Great.
Nice. Yeah.
I'm assuming it's a failure.
Yes, it is with that. Yes. So I was trying to do the maths in my head, but yes, that is a failure. Nothing happens.
Okay. Now I knowing Adsalor pretty well, I know where Adsalor keeps a dagger stashed behind his cloak.
Yeah.
Can I try and reach and grab it?
Totally. Yeah. You can. Oh Jesus Christ. You can make a reflex save to see if actual you can react quick enough. Let me look at that. Yeah, fine. Yeah, you can grab the dagger. Yeah.
Yeah. So I grab it. It's in a little kind of like sheath behind Adsalor's back. I just reach behind and just grab it, and yeah, pull the dagger out. Then probably just hold it out in front of me and just back up behind these two and say, look, that I don't know what's going on. Back off.
Yeah. Halloran, you're stood in front of the crystal structure that has you in.
Yeah. I think, given that a round is 6 seconds, or roughly, isn't it 6 seconds? Something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, will take longer than 6 seconds to consider what's going on. Therefore, my whole turn is just staring.
Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Darius, you are making your way back. You spent one action combat, didn't you? One turn. You've at the end of your third action this turn, you get to the sort of stairs just low enough to see that things have developed down here. There is, as you look over in this direction, there is a naked Adsalor holding a dagger out towards a fully clothed and also armed Adsalor. As you look further down, there is a naked Kasha, sort of looking quite worse for wear. And just in front of them, there is Phelan and Kasha stood looking in their direction.
So at the end of my third turn.
In terms of actions to get down there, but if you want to communicate in any way, please, because you've been running up and down doing nothing.
Can I just shout at everyone? Can you all just calm down? The village is coming on the way now. What are you all doing? That we're gonna be bloody screwed by the town who are cloning you. I don't know if you are evil or good, either of you. So I'm not gonna attack either of you right now. I think the only idea is break the other 3 guys out, because one of them is Thomas, who is searching. I don't know. We could get information and then we buddy up. Each person does a buddy up. Just don't attack each other. We just need to get these other guys out, and then get out of here. And then we'll sit down and have a chat. We'll find out who's fake, who's real. Just calm down, everyone.
Cool. Adslot, over your shoulder, you hear Darius sort of coming down the stairs, starts urging everyone for this sort of calm. You've just had the dagger taken away from you. Your turn.
I will look to Darius. I'll say, how long do you have before they get here?
I've sent a distractions, but a couple of minutes max.
We need to go.
I think we need to get the other 3 guys out. I feel like we'll get more information from them.
Move 25 feet towards this.
Yeah.
And do I see the crystals that Kasha was smashing, right?
On the lower pedestal, yes, there is a lot of crystals there, yeah.
And it was specifically when Kasha smashed the crystal that I went unconscious, and then now there's another one of me?
Yep. So Kasha struck the large crystal on the elevated pedestal, and you took damage. Kasha also struck one of the smaller crystals on that lower pedestal.
I died.
And yeah, you went unconscious.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and smash one of the smaller crystals.
Just another of these crystals.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Make a damage roll for me. Cool. Then. Cool. Yeah. So you sort of dash over that direction, having heard Darius. You smash at these crystals, basically trying to do as Darius says. Let's see if we can. It sounds like you're trying to get any of these bodies out, right?
Yeah.
Sort of smash at that crystal. Don't get the cleanest hit. You sort of scrape up with this crystal because it's sort of embedded in the rock. You're taking it or a short sword, hard to get like a great hit. Sort of get a little bit, steal it a little. Look around, nothing changes. Nobody seems to fall out of any of these structures. Equally, nobody seems to take any damage from your group.
Okay. I keep note. Do I have an action left?
You have one action left.
Can I hit a different one?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, go for it. Roll some damage. Nice. Bellissimo. Cool. Yes, you immediately turn to the next one of these crystals, sort of stab, scrape, strike, just trying to get whatever damage you can into this embedded crystal. Get a better hit, chip away at the crystal, and you see just a shard of it. The crystal is still, the majority of it remains, but you scrape a shard and break it off. And there is failing as you're looking in that direction. there's another one of those chambers or sort of structures alongside where Kasha is. This is the one that Kasha fell out of, or Adstol, sorry, came out of earlier. The one just slightly above it. The light in it just dims for a second. Nobody inside of that one. Naked Kasha.
Okay. So I remember the old man from the train.
Yeah.
And from that night. Okay.
Yeah, these other people other than the other Kasha, you don't know them well, but you met these people first thing this morning on the train.
Okay. Katha is going to keep staring at that weird orc. 25 feet. But he's going to move around to there. And then go to there. It's 2 actions.
Yeah.
And the third action, I think, is going to be a sense motive on Darius. Do I think he's on the level? It's an interesting question because I actually have no idea whether Shane's ever on the level. Sense motive. There we go. Oh, that's quite.
Oh.
Yeah, there is this. You've been with Darius for the day. You experienced that sort of combat on the train where you fought alongside one another, sort of helped one another. You've communed with him. You don't know him well, but you've met him. You've seen how he acts. He's being a little forceful currently. He is being very direct as he sort of calls out to everyone in this room, this chamber. But he seems to be. He is direct. He is loud. He is a somewhat sort of bossy or trying to control the situation. But you can tell he actually seems to have concern on his face. When he tells you he is worried about getting whatever this situation is resolved and getting out of here, he means that 100%.
Okay, and that's 3 actions. So she's
Perfect. Let's roll one further quick. Kasha.
What's she gonna do? She is going to look round. I think she's going to do nothing useful. She is going to start moving towards that Kasha, and in Orc, she is going to start saying, "You've got my face. You've got my voice. They're mine. I want them. You can't have them." And is she going to attack her? Oh, no, she's not. She's going to cast a spell.
Okay.
She will then cast Bramble Bush. Sudden burst of growth. To the start of the next turn, the area is different. Right. Okay. He's going to cast Bramble Bush. Kind of basically between.
Return of the Birds.
Oh, it's a little bird. But yeah, basically she sort of says, "Yeah, that's mine. You can't have it," and then she casts a spell, and brambles and stuff come out of the ground I mean, it's not really blocking the path. It's only a 5-foot cube, but yeah, it's all the caps.
Yeah. That's cool. It only does damage on that space, so isn't it? Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, yes, it doesn't actually. I mean, I'm not entirely sure whether I should be. I'm very tempted to try and kill Naked Dasher, but it doesn't feel right.
Okay. Cool. Right. I'm going to ask you a question as a group, quick. What's as a group, quick? What is the plan currently? Are you planning to follow Darius's advice to get out of here? If so, are you attempting to break any more of these crystals? As a sort of general group consensus, what do we want to do?
I mean, I think Slaw's intention is to try and free. We know Halloran has a doppelganger in here, right? So Adslaw was trying to find the right crystal, break that, and then get the fuck out of it.
And Thomas, the brother that knew all the information,
I think he's
who
dead.
is in one of them as well. He's in one of the cubes. His name was on the list if you read the notes.
Yes, it was.
Oh, Thornbrook. Yes, sorry. It's M. Greenfield is the one that's dead.
In Greenfield, but Thomas is on there. So I feel like we need to get Thomas and them out. I feel like basically in case we do have the double gang in our groups. No, in Milestone, a guard's there as well, but I'm guessing if we try and get 3 of them out and then buddy up would be my thing, but...
Okay, alright, so I'm going to throw some quick stuff out to resolve somewhat where we are for the end of the session. So, anyone in the party that doesn't have the word naked in capital letters at the start of their token, so each of the 5 of you that you were before today, I guess.
The actual party members, yeah.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Any of you that want to spend some time breaking at any of those crystals can each make 3 attack rolls. So anyone that wants to do that, let me know and we'll resolve them one by one quick. Adslaw, you're already there, so I assume you are but intending to carry on doing that.
Yes.
Can you make 3 damage rolls with your weapon for me?
3 damage rolls. 1, 2, and 3.
Cool. Alright, I'll resolve that one moment. Failing, do you want to break any of the crystals, or are you doing anything else? Just a yes or no, or do you want to start breaking any of the crystals?
No.
Cool. Alright. Kasha?
No.
Cool. Halloran?
What's sake?
Sorry.
You started this.
I know.
I
trying to kill him.
I don't know. Give me a second to think. Defer.
Absolutely fine. Darius?
Yeah.
You want to actively take part in it, yeah?
Yeah.
Make 3 damage rolls for me with whatever weapon you choose to attack them with.
Okay. Oh, wait, sorry. I'll do it with my staff because
Yeah.
that just seems the more logical idea. Because it was my idea to do it, I'm going to stick through.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely fine.
I think we want to try and get some more people free.
Getting tired.
Yeah.
Cool. Halloran.
Yeah. Metagaming slightly. Is it a big issue if I get stuck in the naked version of me? If it is really annoying for your campaign, I will do it.
No,
Otherwise, I will
not
not.
at all. You, as always, whatever you guys want to do, yeah, absolutely.
No, I'm very disorientated, but I think I don't really know what's going on, and I don't think I would willingly get what I expect is not me. Because if it's not me, who am I?
Yep.
Yeah, all a mess. So I think not.
You are not taking part. Cool. Okay. All right. So yeah, Darius and Adslaw begin sort of breaking at those. Failing carries on being entirely uncertain of what the fuck is going on in any way. Halloran taking in this scenario entirely. So you guys spend some time trying to break them. Again, naked Adslaw, intent in general, outside of a single action.
Probably just taking it all in.
Take it all in, absolutely fine. Naked Kasha?
So Darius went over to the podium.
Yes.
Naked Kasha will stay with Darius,
Okay,
keeping Darius between her and Kasha.
cool. Alright, cool. So yeah, Darius has urged you all, someone is on their way from town, time is of the essence, we need to try and get people out. Certain members of the party start just breaking at some of these different crystals. Sometimes you get nothing. A couple of times you see some of the various these structures around do briefly sort of dull their light or react in some way, but you can't seem to find the right crystals, and you can't seem to do it in the right amount of time. Darius, is absolutely impossible to be certain. You don't know how many people were coming, exactly how far they were, what pace they were going at. If they went for your distraction, you are uncertain entirely. You've spent a bit of time. You guys haven't managed to break any of these out so far, any of these other creatures, humanoids. As a party collective, to end the session, are you carrying on? Are you fleeing? It's been let's say it's been another 90 seconds or so at this point.
I think I'm so mentally messed up right now with looking at what have you, and I have not that. I'm just gonna if someone says let's go, I'll probably just go, yeah, okay, and sort of follow dumbly behind. Otherwise, I'm gonna stay where I am. And
Darius, as the sort of voice of reason that saw the situation, came down, has kind of urged everyone to pull back together, at least somewhat here, to work together. Do you want to invest any more time on this, or do you want to get out?
I feel like Darius would want more time to try and invest because he wants more information, and hopefully the guys in the other ones will have more information.
Cool.
But
Right.
I feel like I could be convinced to leave because I know time is of the essence.
No. Your choice.
But yeah, I as a character, he will wants more information
You want to get
because he is still unsure which is real, which is not, and he would feel bad if he left the real one here.
You carry on going at the crystals, and some of you helping, some of you unsure, some of you watching around the room, keeping guard of what is happening. Darius and Adslaw, as you both go, Adslaw, you sort of ask Darius, how much time have we got? Darius, you are not sure, but something in you needs to get a result here. You need to know what's going to happen. Phelan, you've been holding that action the entire session. As this is going on, you hear Adslaw and Darius breaking at them and debating amongst each other about how much time you've got. You've got the two naked party members stood uncertain around, and Kasha with this strange tension. As you carry on looking around, you spot the movement on the stairs. A humanoid comes down the stairs. You haven't got a clear look. You see them coming down. Do you want to take a shot?
No.
Cool. We'll pick that up next session then.
Oh,
it's so stressful.
that was very stressful.
Why are you doing this to us?
That was good. It was.
Out of character, I do have one concern that in character, I don't think I'm smart enough to have realised.